they're not using cycles lane. They're just
yeah, I mean, it's not a technical question. It's a question about people having good manners on the road, and absolutely, you know, I agree. We've got to make sure that obviously cyclists, and you mentioned scooters. Before,
I was coming down the other day. You know the mopeds that's going round. I was coming down the other day, and one of them hit me, cracked my mirror. Where was he? He was gone. I was left with £60 over mirror. I had to pay.
Yeah.
Is that the way?
No, exactly. It's not acceptable.
The bikes is no, a lot of them have no roadworthy or no responsibility on the road at all. I'm not saying them all, but quite a few. They just don't care. They couldn't care less about his hair or nothing. They just went straight. They don't worry about traffic lights. Nothing. Straight through.
Father Joe, over to you.
I was directing somebody towards the loo. No, where are we? Yeah.
Can I have a response to what you said or not? Someone else
I'm
can. Happy to. Go for it.
There's somebody who hasn't had a voice. So can you catch? Thank you. So that we get a broad. What's going on?
I don't know.
I live on Tower Gardens Estate. I've come here today because actually there's all the road closures that have been affecting us very, very badly. In fact, it's making an absolute misery of our life, and I'm sure it's making a misery of lots of a lot of people here. You know, where, for example, you know, at the road closures, I accept that some roads needed to be closed. I mean, in the past, you've already done a lot of closures all around Rosegrove area, around the back of the water farm and everything else to go to Philip Lane. That was good enough. There's no way near rat rounds going that way. I can't see why you needed to do it now. You've also closed 3 roads, that downhill Spark Road. What's the point in that? You know, that's close. You can't go up now to Philip Lanes from, you know, I would normally go downhill Spark Road, onto Philip Lane, to go where I needed to go. To go to St Anne's Hospital, for instance, you know, take my husband there. We have hospital appointments too, you know. Instead now, I mean, the other day, there's other 2 ways of going, really. So I would go back to Park Lane and then Green Lane and all that, and add another half an hour, 45 minutes back. It took us 50 minutes to get there from that way. Or, you know, before we go down Belmont Road, as soon as you hit the roundabout from Downhill's Way, where the mini roundabout is, chock-a-block with traffic. You can't move. And it takes another 15-20 minutes to go down. That used to be for us an 8-minute journey to St Anne's Hospital. I can't even get my husband to St Anne's Hospital from that way, by the way. If I go down that boy lane, it's close. I have to drop him off there. He has really severe mobility problems. It takes him another 20 minutes to walk through the park into St Anne's Hospital. That is not right. You know, you are punishing Haringey residents, you are punishing all of us just because of this handful of drivers that might cross the borough. You know, okay, there might be quite a few, but this is not our fault. There is surely another way that you can deal with that. There will always be people who go through, you know, cities and towns to get to their destination. You will never stop that. So, you know, you need to think of other ways, but at least keep the through roads open. I thought I'd try to go through home I used to go by Himes Road and then go down Oxford Road, sorry. Can't do that now, because it's all closed up that way. There's no way to go to Lane. What is the sense in that? I mean, where do you get the ideas that that is a good idea? Because it isn't a good idea, it's a terrible idea. You know, as for us, we absolutely hate what you've been doing to the Haringey roads, and it's going to get worse if you continue with the scheme.
Say that the pollution now is through the roof. The journey that used to take 5 to 8 minutes now, my wife drops me off and picks me up. That's 45 minutes each way. Hour and a half stuck in traffic. 3 hours when she comes to pick me up. Again, 3 hours. It's something that would have taken 20 minutes. Now, how is that going to cut down on pollution? It's totally brainless. It really is. The whole system is brainless. There's no way for us to get across from one place to the other you know, we are stuck, trapped in our homes. I can't walk anywhere. I mean, I can walk a short distance. I can't walk all those miles. I can't, you know, it takes us half an hour to get out of the borough because we're stuck in traffic. I have hospital appointments at the Royal Free. It takes us half an hour just to get out of the borough and another half an hour to get to the Royal Free. You know, it used to take us half an hour to get there. It now takes us an hour and a quarter. You know, this is not cutting down on pollution, it's increasing it. And you know what? I've spoken to so many people. People have stopped me when I've been near to the barriers. People said, have you seen this? Been chatting to people, they've said, you know what to do? Vote them out in the next election. And that, I'm afraid, is all going to come back on you. And you know, I've been a Labour voter all my life. I've never voted anything else. I'm not going to vote again. I'm voting Green or I'm voting Labour. We've had it. We feel safe in this borough. Not anymore. You might be implementing a government scheme. You should be fighting back against it. This is causing pollution, it's causing distress, it's causing hardship for the disabled, it's causing hardship for anybody that has to use their car. We have to use our car. Where do we stand? Are we going to get some special dispensation? No, we're not. We're going to be stuck in traffic behind HGVs and God knows what, buses that can't move, and stuck in that traffic for hours. And this is making our lives an absolute misery. And I don't mean this is upsetting us. I'm saying it's an absolute misery. We're thinking that we're trying to move out of the borough now. We're trying to leave. We're not the only ones. We want to leave. We want to get out of this place completely. But the main thing I'm telling you is it's coming back on you. Because I know so many people now, I've spoken to so many people who have said they've had it now. They've been so smug. They think that they're immune from being voted out. No way. They're being voted out the next election. I can guarantee that.
I have another quick question for you. What provisions are you making for people, for those closed areas, those roads? People who need carers, people who need builders, people who need cleaners, people, visitors. Seeing as we can't go through, nobody can go through without getting a fine. What provisions are you making for those people? For the disabled, for the elderly, for anybody who needs any kind of service. What's happening?
So let's come back on that.
Sorry, could you just include the other lady?
Oh, yeah,
please. And then.
Good afternoon. I've lived in the borough of Hallingdale for 40 odd years. I've got a disability. I've had a knee operation. And I can't get a cab to come into the borough because they're frightened and want to get a fine. My family are frightened, not my friends. I'm isolated completely just because you've done this. And for people to try and meet the St. Anne's Hospital, it's ridiculous. You can go down that boy lane half the way, and then where are you going to go? Alvesford Avenue is shut. Frankly, all the roads are closed, so where are we going to go? Or how are we going to get anywhere when you have a disability? You're not able to get on London transport or anything. The council is making it 10 times worse for everybody. It's very upsetting for us. So I don't think it's a good idea, whoever has a plan. Thank you.
Sorry, if you want to answer that. One more question, then maybe be able to deal.
Thank you. So I stand so I can see you. There's just terrible stories. I won't go into all mine as well, but I just wanted to touch upon something that hasn't been talked about too much, which is it's more about safety when walking on the streets, because that's had quite an impact on myself and my family members. So I live on Walpole Road, just off Danville Park Road, right near where the bus gate is, where half the people don't realise it's a gate and drive through it. But I'm having to walk back, say, Turnpike Lane, and it's getting dark earlier. And I've really noticed since having little cars around on Danville Park Road how dark it is. And I know there are streetlights there, but I guess perhaps when there were cars about, it was the headlights lighting it up more. But I suppose it's more of a kind of a perceived feeling. It's not quantifiable, but it's not nice. And it feels really eerie walking along. It was about 7 o'clock in the evening on a Sunday, from Turnpike Lane to Belmont Road. I didn't see one car, and I'm by myself, and it's dark, and it's not nice. And actually, I don't want a quiet road. I like to